What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be talking about why your clients might be saying you're too expensive. So if you're pitching your services, pitching your video content, and clients are constantly telling you that you're too expensive, they don't have the money, this is not in the budget, then this video is going to help you solve that specifically. So if you don't know me, my name is Deeran. I run Master Filmmaker, which is a program and a one-to-one service for video business owners who want to scale up, make more money, build their business, and ultimately build a business that is worth owning, that serves them versus them serving it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the video, and we're going to dive into why you're getting this objection and, most importantly, how to solve it. So let's talk about why you're getting this objection in the first place. And it all boils down to really one thing, and it's that they do not see the value in paying that much money for the content. And that's just what it comes down to. And you can argue and get upset about it, and you can be upset about that. They don't see the value, and they should see the value, which is what a lot of people say. But the problem is they're not going to see the value because you're not helping them see the value. And I'm going to explain what that means in a minute here. So for example here, if you're trying to charge $10,000 for a brand video, but the client doesn't understand how that brand video is going to actually make them an ROI, which is going to be a return on investment, then they're not going to pay for the brand video, right? So you need to help them understand how this is going to solve a problem in their business, indirectly or directly, and it's going to help them make more money. So I know a lot of videographers and video business owners are like, well, no, I just deliver the content. Unfortunately, times have changed, and that doesn't fly anymore. You have to actually show them how it's going to directly or indirectly make them more money. So with that being said, let's dive into like how you actually do that. So a lot of people are like, well, how do I actually do that, Eric? Well, number one, what we need to do is we need to actually build a gap. So let's pretend this is your prospect right here. You're talking to them on the phone, right? And they are, we can talk about monetarily. Let's say they are at, 100K a month in their business, and they want to get to 500K a month in their business. Just examples here. Now the gap would be they are here and they want to get here. And so you need to show them how your product or service right here is going to help fill in that gap and actually make them more money, or help them at least get closer to that gap. You don't need to solve the problem entirely, but you need to show them how you're going to get them closer to that gap, or closer to the end goal that they said they wanted to get to. So let's say you're going to be creating social content on a monthly basis. Well, that increase in social content over here, say this is all the social content, is going to drive people to their profile. This is their profile. And then in their profile, there's a link in their bio where it goes to whatever they actually sell, and that turns into money. And so by creating more content every single month, that's going to help them drive more traffic right here, which is going to go to their link in their bio or whatever social platform they have. And then a percentage of those people right here are going to turn into clients, money, customers, whatever it is that they actually sell. And so if I was pitching this to somebody who was at 100K and wanted to get to 500K a month, what I would do is I would say, cool. So by us creating more content for you, that's going to increase your traffic. And then that's going to get more people going to your profile, going to your company's profile, going to your link in bio right here. And then a percentage of those people are then going to actually turn into money on the back end, which would be a percentage of those people would then buy from you. So if we increase the traffic, you increase the amount of customers, and we start taking steps in the right direction to get to that 500K a month goal that you said you wanted to get to. And then I would just ask a simple question like, do you see how that would help you get to that goal? Like, how do you feel about the process and what we went through specifically? And I would tie down on that specifically. But what most people are doing is they don't even understand how their content works and how their content's going to help this business make more money. So that's your first issue, is you need to figure out how that content actually helps the business and where the content falls within that like how it actually builds on the business and helps the business, and then how that's going to justify some sort of return on investment for the client. And the way this works is, let's say you have a lead, right? When you get them, you should get them on like a Zoom call or an in-person meeting to talk about your video services, right? And then on that call, you'd go through a specific series of questions. We do like, first one's usually rapport, right? So, hey, how are you? And then are all the partners here on this call, right? This is just kind of an outline of what a sales conversation would look like. Let me leave this open actually. And then we go into what we call discovery. And this is where we're like, okay, cool. Like, tell me about your business. Where are you at right now? And then what we want to do is establish an A, which is like, where are you right now? And then a B, which is where you want to get to. And so you need to ask these business questions where it's like, okay, cool. So like, where are you at right now? And then where are you looking to get to? What is the goal? Where are you looking to get to here? And by establishing that, you immediately build a gap by simply just asking them that question. But the problem is most people don't even ask those questions, so they don't know where the client is, where they want to get to. They simply just say, what video do you want? And they're simply an order taker instead of actually turning that into a conversation where you're diagnosing their problems on where they are to where they want to be. And then after you figure that out, then what you do is what we call diagnosis. This is where it's like, okay, so everything you told me about in here, here's my diagnosis. And then what we're going to do is prescribe a solution. Very simple. So based on what you told me today, Mr. Prospect, we're going to help you with A, B, and C, create this type of content, which is going to help you from A, which is where you are right now, get to B, to where you want to get to. And do you see how that is going to help you get from A to B, right? As like a bridge. And then what you do from there is you then just pitch the price. How much is it? It's going to be $10,000 a month for us to create this content for you. And then you handle objections, right? And then you close. And that turns into money, right? And so that's the process of a call: rapport, partners, discovery, diagnose, prescribe solution, pitch price, objections, and then close. And obviously there's a lot more in each one of those stages, but that's how it works. And that's how you build a gap from where they are to where they want to be and show them how this is actually going to make them more money in their business, as opposed to just being content that's going to live on their site that nobody's going to watch and is not going to justify an ROI. And people are not willing to pay for things that don't actually solve a problem for them. So hopefully that makes sense. And shameless plug here, if you want to learn about how we help more video business owners implement sales, marketing, fulfillment processes like this so they can get more clients, build their business, make more money, doing something that they love, click the link below. There's a short training going over exactly how we help these businesses and how we help them scale. There's a ton of case studies on there as well, and you can check that out from here. But hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next video.